Hello, everyone. Is anyone online? Say hello when you are. Hey, is anyone here? Hi, Andrea. Welcome. Thank you for coming. Hi, Massimiliano. Katia and Giacomo, welcome. Let's see if anyone else joins us in the next few minutes. So while we're waiting, I hope you guys are all well. How was your day? Stuck at home? Did you do anything interesting today? Maybe you can give me some inspiring ideas for entertainment. Go on. I want to hear what everyone's been up to these days. Personally, I managed to get rid of the children for the day. They went to their grandparents, and so I've been working a bit. I had another lesson today. Andrea was kind enough to join. Ooh, gardening, Andrea, nice. I did a bit of weeding yesterday. You know what weeding is? I've been weeding. I have this gravel drive where you can put your car, and there were lots of weeds there. So I had the children help me to pull out the weeds one by one. That was a lot of fun. But then they started playing with the gravel, with the little stones and throwing them everywhere, and that was less fun. Hi, Elena. Massimiliano, are you living in this film? Do you know this film, Groundhog Day? I don't know in Italian how it was called. It's basically the story of this man that wakes up and his day is repeated every time. Exactly the same things happen to him. And he tries desperately to find a way to get out of this situation. So it sounds like Massimiliano's days are like that film. Yeah, with Bill Murray, exactly. Groundhog Day. Giacomo, you played with your son? Oh, and you managed to read a book? Well done. I've been reading these days. I started reading a little bit too. Yeah. Anyone else? Katya, what you're tired. You've been working a lot from home. I don't remember your job, Katya. What have you been doing? And you, Elena? Did you have time to do something relaxing today? Been very busy. So let's get started. Busy day for Elena. I think your days are always busy, Elena. Ah, you're an accountant, Katya, and you work in an office? You're still working at the office or you're working from home? You're allowed to go to work? Yes. You're partners in crime, you two. Emilio and Andrea. You miss each other's company. I understand. It's not the same with the chat. Oh, you're at the office, Katya. You're still allowed to go to work. You're not doing remote, or we say work from home. You can't do it, or they won't let you. So let's get started with the lesson. Hot and cold. In this lesson, we're going to talk about weather expressions, weather terminology, and giving a weather forecast. A forecast when you predict the weather for the next days or the next week. So I'm sure you know the simple things like it's hot, it's cold, it's windy, etc. But hopefully in this lesson we will learn some new expressions, some more complex ways to talk about the weather. So let's start by, I want to know what your favorite type of weather is and why. Do you have a favorite type of weather? Is there something that you enjoy, a season or a type of weather that you enjoy more? Personally, I'm quite partial. I enjoy the hot weather, though maybe not excessively hot. But I do like summer. I'm not really a winter girl. Though these days have been extremely beautiful. Maybe it's because they're the first days of spring, even if it's a bit early for spring. But I've been enjoying sitting outside with the sun on my face and just feeling like a little lizard. It feels nice, no? I mean, I don't know if you guys have any space outside. Hi, Teresa. I feel very, very blessed and very lucky to have a little bit of garden outside. It must be hard to stay really stuck inside a house. Ah, Katya, you like spring, huh? You like weather like these days. These days we've had really nice weather. I hope it continues like this. It makes it a little less painful to stay home. I think if the weather is terrible, well, I don't know, for self-isolation, if the weather is really bad, then you don't even want to go outside, which would be better for self-isolation. When the weather is beautiful, like today, you want to go for a walk. Ah, you have a rooftop terrace. That is nice. But is it private or is it your building's roof terrace? Or is it just for your family? Teresa is an outdoor girl, so for her it must be really hard to be stuck inside, especially if the weather is nice. It belongs to the building. Do you have shifts to go on the terrace? Like from 5 to 6, it's my family's turn. From 7 to 8, it's your family's turn. And you disinfect it between shifts. You're the only ones using it. I see. That's good. Someone should definitely enjoy it. I like your answer, Giacomo. You love all seasons, but you don't like windy weather. You hate wind. It gets on your nerves. Yeah, wind can be really annoying, especially if it makes like little objects fly in your eyes, like pieces of branch or insects. I hate that. And also your hair goes in your face. That's not very pleasant. But I like the smell when it's windy. I don't know, there's something fresh in the air. Oh, a bit of wind can be good for laundry, Teresa. But not too much, obviously. Then everything flies off and you end up having like a parachute and your laundry starts flying in the air. What about the other students? You haven't told me. Katya told me what weather she likes. Massimiliano, you haven't told me what kind of weather you like. And Elena, you haven't told me either. Yeah, it's true. I think Teresa's right. There's a sense of freedom when there's wind. Like you could fly away somewhere else. Massimiliano, you're a fan of spring? Usually my Italian students love the summer. They can go to the beach, but you don't like it to be too hot or too cold. I understand. Yeah. Teresa's done all the laundry she could do. I've been doing so many washes that initially I had a bit of a backlog. I had quite a bit of laundry to do, and now I'm thinking, I can't. I have to wait to fill up my washing machine. I can't do it half full. So I'm thinking, should I take this sheet or not? Or I shouldn't exaggerate with my cleaning. This is desperation speaking. When you're looking for things to wash, it's a sad moment. But it is a vicious cycle, the washing. There's always new stuff to wash, so what to do? Okay. Do Italians, or the cultures that you know, do they enjoy speaking about the weather? Because in England, it is definitely a thing. Most conversations start with, oh, lovely weather we're having, or terrible weather we're having. Oh, such a rainy day. Do Italians also enjoy speaking about the weather? Katya says that the problem with laundry is the ironing. Personally, I try to avoid ironing. I am against ironing. Maybe it shows. So, do Italians speak about the weather as much as British people do? What do you think? I've heard many Italians speak about the weather. Do you agree that Italians love to complain about the weather, or is it just my impression? You agree, Elena. It's not just me. They love to complain. It's too hot, it's too cold, it's too sunny, it's too hot for this time of year. When I was young, we had real winters. Now, winter doesn't exist. For sure, global warming has had an impact on the weather. You pulled out the iron, Teresa, and that's when your husband discovered that something was terribly wrong. Yeah, I think my husband would also be worried. If I start pulling out the iron and the ironing board, he would know that I was desperate. But my plan for tomorrow is to do some disinfection of the house. This is my plan, but maybe I will be too lazy tomorrow to actually do it. Really? Is it a Tuscan thing? Teresa says that Italians love complaining, especially in Tuscany. Would you agree with that? Do you think that Tuscans love complaining? It's not a general thing all over Italy? I have no idea. I've heard many people here in Tuscany complain, but yes, but it's the weather is an icebreaker, Massimiliano. I don't know why, but it's just an easy thing to start a conversation with someone you don't know. Obviously, I don't spend time talking about the weather with my friends. Hopefully, we speak about much more interesting topics of conversation. But if you don't know someone and you meet them for the first time, I don't know, in a shop, or it's a good conversation starter because it's something universal, everyone can relate to it. I'm not saying it's a very exciting topic, but it's a start. So do you know any weather-related expressions? We have many expressions in English that are connected to the weather. Maybe you know the famous one, it's raining cats and dogs. Have you heard this expression? It's raining cats and dogs. And what does it mean? It's raining cats and dogs. Can you imagine cats and dogs flying from the sky? I think it's one of the expressions that they teach students. So Massimiliano, you always offer killer conversations, so there's no problem. There's no need to talk about the weather. Well, I will, next time I see you in person, I want to see your killer conversation skills. Yes, Katya, you're right. It means it's raining cats and dogs, means it's raining heavily. It's a strong rain, it's a storm. Um, I don't know if you have this expression in Italian. I don't think you could say it's raining cats and dogs in Italian. Any other expressions that you know in English that are weather related, that talk about the weather? Ah, yes. In Italian, you say piove a catinelle, which are like it's raining buckets, I guess you could say. We also use this expression. It's raining buckets when it rains a lot, like also like big drops of water, not just a thin rain. Okay, you guys are not giving me any weather expressions. I guess I'll just have to show you. We often use temperature-related words in English to describe other people. What do you think these temperatures mean? So a person can be hot, warm, cool, or cold. Yeah. What does it mean when a person is, is this an expression? It never rains, but it pours. I'm not sure. You could say it's pouring with rain when it's raining a lot, Elena. Yeah, it's similar. It's pouring. So let's connect the adjectives with the definition. A person that is hot, yes, that is a very attractive person. Yeah. It doesn't mean that this person is friendly. It means that they're very sexy, very attractive. A warm person is what? A warm person is... what does Elena mean with her expression then? So warm, as Katya says, warm is friendly and kind. Yes. She's such a warm person. Yeah. So warm person is for the personality, not the physical appearance. If a person is cool, what does it mean? Oh, he's so cool. You can say that's cool. Yeah, that's really cool. I think you use the same in Italian. Let me start connecting the arrows. So you're not going to tell me. I guess I'll have to answer. Thank you, Katya. Elena, you're explaining the expression from before. Difficult situations tend to follow each other. When you wanted to say, it never rains, but it pours. You know, I've never used this expression, Elena. Maybe I should check. You're probably right, and I don't know it. So what were we saying? Katya, you said that cool is popular or stylish. Indeed. And cold... Is it really going to snow next week? You're joking today. That's not true. I don't believe it. With this warm weather, it's going to snow? That would be I would be very surprised, but I'm sure you have your info, your sources. So, a cold person is an unfriendly person. So cold and warm are kind of opposites, but hot and cool are not opposites when we want to describe people. It's a bit weird. It doesn't make much logical sense, but it's the way it is. So now I'm going to give you a few pictures of people, and I would like you to try to describe these people. I don't know, this man standing in the middle of a street, in the middle of nowhere. How could we describe him? Is he hot? Is he cold? Is he cool? Is he warm? Have to check it up close. I don't know. He definitely looks a bit like a hipster. Is he cool? What do you think? What is your opinion of this guy? Is he a cool dude? Did you say stupid, Massimiliano? Yeah, that's not one of the adjectives that you can use, though. Ridiculous? I don't know. You could say that he's cool. Come on, he's wearing a leather jacket with a fur collar. He's wearing a skinny jeans and okay, let's say he's cool. Come on. I wouldn't say he's hot, but I think maybe he's cool. Depends on your personal preference for style. Yes, Katya, you could say he's fashionable. Yeah, he's fashionable. What about the lady in the picture? How could we describe the lady in the picture? Yeah, Katya, fashionable. It's very long. Fashionable. So, gentlemen and ladies, how could we describe the woman? Is she hot? Does she look like a warm person you would love to have as a friend? Does she look a bit cold? A bit distant? What do you think? Maybe she looks a bit, I don't know if it's the pose, but she looks a bit definitely cool, but maybe a bit detached, a bit cold. I don't know. This is my impression, but feel free to have your own opinion. She's cool, yeah. She's got a short little leather jacket, nice sweater, glossy hair. Do you know the expression glossy hair? As Massimiliano says, she definitely thinks she's cool in that pose, not this posture. Yeah. Posture is more how you stand, like you stand straight, or like I say, oh, this is a bad posture. It's not good for your back. But a pose, yes. On Instagram, nice pose. Yeah. Do you know the word glossy hair? Shiny hair, glossy hair. Yeah. Nice light, making her jawbones look very striking. It's a bit posed, yeah, a bit maybe a bit artificial. Let us continue with our next models. Ta-ta! What do you think about these people? If we look at the picture, the first lady from the call center with short red hair, how could we describe her? I think she looks quite friendly. So you can use the adjective warm to describe a person in general. You could also say that she has a warm smile. Yeah. Or friendly. She looks friendly. She looks approachable. Do you know the word approachable? I hope I spelled that correctly. Oh my God. Approachable, a person that is easy to get close to and talk to, They will not make you feel bad, or they will be quite welcoming, approachable. She looks like an approachable person, an easy person to talk to. Yeah, I agree. She has a beautiful, warm smile, friendly smile. Yeah, inviting. She looks like she has an inviting personality. What about the boy, I think, in the picture? The little boy? How does he look? He looks quite stylish. I like his little jacket. But from his, yeah, I agree, Massimiliano. She seems friendly, the lady with red hair. But what about the boy? He doesn't seem very approachable to me. Would you agree? Yeah, that hand gesture, like he's telling you to stay away, stand back, stay away from me, makes him quite inapproachable. Yeah, he's not. So maybe he's a bit cold, a bit distant. Yeah. Maybe he's just having a bad day and he doesn't want to talk. Maybe he's a famous star and he doesn't want you to take his picture. He doesn't want the paparazzis to bother him today. Ah, yeah, he's asocial. Yeah, asociable. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, of course, a picture taken out of context. Who knows? Next, people. Let's see. The cold shoulder. This is a good expression. To give someone the cold shoulder. What does it mean to give someone the cold shoulder? Yeah, that's a good word, Andrea. Grumpy, in a bad mood. He's having a bad day for sure. So, what does the expression give someone the cold shoulder mean? My shoulder is cold. Can you warm it up? Give me a massage, please. No, it's not true. To give someone the cold shoulder. No, no ideas? So if I'm unfriendly with you and I don't want to talk to you, I can kind of, no, this is kind of an aggressive position when I kind of give you my shoulder. I don't want to talk. So to give someone the cold shoulder is not to want to talk to them, to kind of avoid them for some reason. It could be because they did something bad to you, or just because you don't want to talk to them, or you don't like them, or. Do you know anyone who has a warm personality? To give someone the cold shoulder, Giacomo says not to be supportive. I'm not sure. I would think it would be more that I kind of try to avoid you, and I don't want to. I guess in a way, I don't want to be there for you or help you when you have a problem. But imagine you're in bed with your partner, okay, and you have an argument with your partner, and you turn around and you give them your back and your shoulder, like, I don't want to talk to you. And then your shoulder gets cold in the bed because it gets uncovered. Okay, I don't know. This is me completely inventing this. I don't know what the origin of this expression is. Okay. So do you know anyone who has a warm personality? Someone who's friendly, maybe a bit outgoing? Yeah. Another expression, and maybe you know this one, a bubbly personality is a bit different though. A bubbly personality is kind of like effervescent, fun personality. Um, warm personality can be more quiet and but welcoming. When you feel immediately at home with that person, you feel comfortable. Yeah. Whilst maybe a bubbly personality is maybe more childish and outgoing and fun and maybe a little bit hyper, over the top. Usually, people with bubbly personalities are fun to be with. Yeah, no, you don't know anyone with a warm personality? How sad. Okay, next question. Which Hollywood actor or actress or any famous person I will accept? Wait, okay, little parenthesis. Giacomo says that his cousin is bubbly and outgoing. Nice. So I want to know, who do you think is hot? But you need to give me a famous person that I might know. Okay, don't give me some obscure person I have never heard of. So it should be a Hollywood actor or a very famous singer or personality, just so I have an idea of who you think is hot. I'm curious. I want everyone to give me an example, and I'm thinking of one. Who can I say is hot? Well, I think, okay, this might sound like, I think that Barack Obama is quite hot. I think he has a lot of charisma and charm, and he seems like a very intelligent man. So I think he's quite hot. I find intelligent men very hot. I don't know about you guys. And he's not hard to look at. You know this expression? He or she is not hard on the eyes. Yeah? If a person is attractive, you could say, he's not hard on the eyes. This is just one example of someone I find attractive. Come on, guys. I'm waiting for your examples. I want to know who you find attractive and see if I agree or disagree. No examples. Okay, another expression that is a bit cheeky. I wouldn't kick him out of bed. Have you heard this one? It's quite a cheeky expression. I wouldn't kick him or kick her out of bed. That means that, okay, if, let's say, I don't know, Leonardo DiCaprio fell into my bed by chance, and, what would I do? Would I kick him out of the bed? Maybe not. Maybe I would be nice and say, okay, you can sleep in my bed just tonight. Do you use something like this in Italian? Can you use that? Yeah, Andrea thinks that Julia Roberts is hot. I think she definitely has a very charismatic smile. She seems very friendly and approachable and sweet. So I think that could definitely work in her favor. Anyone else? No one else has given me any Massimiliano, who is hot for you? You haven't told me anything. An actress that I find hot? It's difficult because hot is more sexy, but sometimes some people are very beautiful, but maybe you wouldn't say they're hot. Like, I don't know, Naomi Watts. I think she's a beautiful actress, but I wouldn't call her hot. Or who else? But maybe Angelina Jolie is quite hot, but I feel like sometimes she looks very thin and a bit emaciated and a bit weird and a bit scary sometimes. It depends on the film. Ah, Giacomo says that his wife would find Daniel Auteuil very hot. Ah, Sophia Loren. Oh, she's definitely hot. Yeah. She was a beauty, but also very, very sexy. Who's too thin? Sophia Loren or Angelina Jolie? I think Angelina Jolie is way too thin. She's a bit scary. Sophia Loren, I think, was quite curvy. Yeah, curvy. She had curves. Yeah. At least when she was young. Then I don't know at the end when she was older. Okay. What does it mean? You have to explain this expression to me. Is a maggiorata? What does it mean, a maggiorata? I don't know this expression. Like she's over the top. I don't know. Or like she too many people talk about her and it makes it less interesting. I don't know what it means. Have you ever been treated coldly by someone, and what happened? Maggiorata means curvy? Really? This is a revelation for me, Massimiliano. I had no idea. You can say also she has an hourglass shape. An hourglass is what we use to read the time, yeah, with sand. So a woman who's very curvaceous has usually an hourglass shape, like curvy at the top and curvy on the hips. Yeah. I think, I don't know this expression maggiorata because it's the exact opposite of how I look. So no one has ever used this expression for me, sadly. Yes. Sophia Loren has a big chest. Or a big bosom, we could say. So you haven't told me about a time when people treated you coldly. I can't think of a specific episode when someone treated me coldly, but sometimes I noticed, curvaceous women were very popular in the 50s. Now it's all about anorexia. No curves. Where are the curves? I found that when I arrived in Italy, I expected everyone to be super friendly and warm and welcoming. And I was a bit surprised that some people were a bit cold. When you have a stereotypical idea about a country that all Italians are warm and welcoming, well, I was a bit disappointed. I found that in Tuscany, people could be quite cold at times, especially if you don't speak the language. Is it rude to say that a woman has big boobs? Well, depends on the context and your level of familiarity with the woman. Boobs is not really the politically correct expression. It's not rude. I mean, it's not vulgar. But you could say chest is definitely the most neutral because you can use it for women and men. You could say, what would be the right way to say it? Even breasts, like if you say, oh, she has big breasts, it doesn't sound like, it sounds a bit, you could say she has a, I don't know if you can say well endowed for a woman. Usually for a man, you can say that this man is well endowed, and it's kind of politically correct, but you shouldn't say this in public. And I don't know if you can say the same for a woman. But I think there's a song by the Queen, Big Bosom Girls. No? I know it's Fat Bottom Girls. Sorry, wrong part of the body. Yes, in doubt, Massimiliano, it's always better not to mention too much. But in private, I'm sure a woman would be very happy to hear how beautiful her boobs are. But in doubt, yes, refrain in doubt. Let's continue before this lesson gets too out of hand. Okay. How can we describe the weather? So I would like you to think of synonyms to say these adjectives: hot, cold, rainy, sunny, cloudy, windy, snowy, humid. Can you think of synonyms or other expressions that mean the same thing? Another word to say cold. It could be also a stronger word if you want. I'm still thinking about boobs, and you can say a woman has can you say she has a cleavage? I like this one. Andrea says she has a big balcony. You can't say that. No, I'm sorry. It's really funny though. I love it. I will use it in the future. She's got a big front balcony, and the Kardashians have a big back balcony, a veranda. It's a really good joke. I love it. Okay, let's get back to business, guys. This lesson is getting very hot. I have to fan myself. So as Katya says, cold, we can say it's freezing. Giacomo says, an icebox. It's icebox weather. I don't know if we could say that, but we can definitely say it's freezing. It's yeah, I can't think of anything else, to be honest. I'm sure there are other expressions. Another word to say, it's hot, for the weather, not for a person. So it's hot, it's you say, oh my God, today it's come on, guys, this is easy. You're stuck. So, you see, another word for cold is chilly. Okay, 20 below. I think, I don't know if this is Fahrenheit, because 20 below is freezing cold in Celsius. Maybe 20 below in America is not so bad. I'm not sure. I'm not really good with Fahrenheit because I've always used Celsius. So another expression for hot. Yes, thank you guys. You're back. Boiling hot, scorching hot, sweltering. Sweltering is more for humid heat. Like if it's sweltering, it's like sticky and very heavy air. So maybe I would save that one for humid. I'm not sure about your other options, Andrea. Tiny and wetty, I don't know what those are, but no. So we said hot, scorching. A heat wave is when we have many days of heat in a row with no rain, for example. Other words for rainy. What can we say? Wetty it doesn't exist. You could say it's wet. For example, we're having a lot of wet weather. It's so wet these days. For rainy, we could say. Any other expressions for rain? Pouring, what Elena mentioned initially at the beginning of the lesson, it's pouring. Drizzly. Drizzly is that thin rain that you can get in England or even in Brittany. It's not big drops of rain, it's very thin kind of rain. Showers, you can have intermittent showers, like it rains for a bit, then it stops, then it rains again. Yeah. Sunny. Other expressions for sunny. Damp. Damp is a good adjective, Giacomo, because damp is a bit different from humid. Usually when we say humid, we understand that it's quite hot and wet. But when we say damp, we understand that it's kind of cold and wet. So the weather in England in winter or autumn is damp. It's not humid. Yeah, and the humidity goes kind of in your bones and under your clothes. It's very unpleasant. I hate damp weather. So for sunny, guys, you haven't given me any other adjectives for sunny. No idea? No inspiration? I guess I'll just have to, mild. Yeah, I would use mild more for temperature maybe, but it's like a mild day, a pleasant day. You could say there's a lot of sunshine. For cloudy, there's another word that maybe you know. When the sun is covered with the clouds, you can say it's, yeah. You could say the sun is shining. It's a shiny day. A sunny day. A shiny day. I don't know if we can say it's a shiny day, to be honest. For cloudy, what can we say, guys? Do you know the word overcast? Overcast is when you cannot see the sun because it's covered with the clouds. I can see that this weather lesson is inspiring you. Another word for windy. Covered, we cannot use. Doesn't exist. It's a covered day. No. Moisty doesn't exist. You have the word moist, but you can use the word moist for a cake. When a cake is not too cooked, is still a bit soft inside, a bit wet inside, you can say it's moist. But you cannot use this for the weather. Windy? What can we say for windy? You see, this lesson is useful for you guys. All these wonderful terms about the weather. How were you managing before this lesson? How could you describe the weather in detail without this lesson? Windy, we can say a blustery day when there's a lot of wind, or a breezy day. A breeze is more gentle, the wind. Then other expressions for snowy. I don't know if you could say a blowy day, Giacomo. I've never heard a blowy day. The wind blows, but I don't think you can say blowy. Snowy. How could we say snowy? Another word for snowy? Ooh, a blizzard. Okay, this is much more than snowy. A blizzard is when it snows really hard and you don't want to be stuck in a blizzard. It's impossible to find your way home. Flurries is a nice expression. It's when it just starts snowing a little bit and it's just the beginning of the snow. And they're kind of clumps of snow. Humid, we said, someone had said, I think it was Andrea had said, muggy. Muggy we hadn't used. Yes, gusty, yes, definitely. Gusty day, yeah. A lot of wind. Muggy. A muggy day is when you feel sticky and heavy. The air is heavy. It feels like you're walking in a swimming pool, but you're walking in the air. The air is very dense and heavy. Okay, guys, moving on. Let's try to describe the weather. I have to change 1 second, guys. I just have to change the screen. I will connect you to a different screen to show you. I think this is it. I hope you can see it. We have an activity in which it's very difficult for me to show you the 2 pages at the same time. But basically, we have a text where we have to describe the weather, okay? And we have a number that tells you what to put in each gap, but the numbers are on a separate page. So this is going to be a bit difficult scrolling up and down. Let's give it a try. Maybe we can just read the list of the things we have to put in the text and try to remember. So in number 1, we have to put a city. In number 2, we have to put an activity that finishes with ing. In 3, we have to put a weather adjective. In 4, a number. In 5, a number. In 6, an article of clothing, an item of clothing. 7, we have to put a weather noun. 8, a weather adjective. 9, an emotion adjective. 10, a weather adjective. 11, a weather noun. 12, an infinitive activity in your house. 13, extreme weather noun. So it's impossible for us to remember this. Let's just try to fill in the text with some information. Let's see what comes up. Imagine that you are the weather forecast person, on TV with their map and they're showing the weather and you have to describe it. So it starts and it says, let's take a look at the weather this week in, so here we need the name of a city. Should we say in Prato? Okay. Let's take a look at the weather this week in Prato. Today, it's a great day for what? What can I put? Today, it's a great day for a cake. It's a great day. We have to put an activity that finishes with ing. It's a great day for, depends what kind of weather we want to put. If Teresa is right and it's going to snow, we can make an example about snow. So it's a great day for snowboarding because it's oh my god, I don't remember what, I think 3. I can't remember what was in 3. This is impossible. Impossible. Weather adjective. Okay, guys. I think this is quite impossible, this scrolling backwards and forwards. I give up. I'm going to ask you some weather idioms because we use a lot of expressions to describe the weather, but also to describe people with weather idioms. So let me connect you. A great day for staying out, a great day for running. Are you guys managing to do this activity or is it too tricky? I can also maybe send it to you if you want to do the PDF at home, because I feel like this scrolling up and down maybe is making it difficult for you guys. Let me send you a link to some great weather idioms. So don't peek, don't look yet. Let me ask you one and see if you understand. What does it mean if you say, I am as right as rain? I am as right as rain. What does it mean? Am I okay? Am I not okay? Yes, we could change the text, Andrea, to do San Francisco if we wanted. If you want, I don't know if I can send you a PDF. Maybe I can. I'm not sure how it works. I can try. I don't know how it works. But let's continue with these expressions. I am as right as rain. Yes, Giacomo is right. I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm great. Why? I have no idea. Another expression. This one maybe you know. If I say to you, I'm under the weather. What does it mean to be under the weather? I'm under the weather today. Does that mean I'm okay? Does that mean I'm depressed because it's raining? What does it mean I'm under the weather? I'm under the weather. Any ideas? Shall I tell you? To be under the weather is when you're not feeling well, when you start to have a bit of a headache and a cold. Not the coronavirus, but just like, no, it's not depressed. It means that you're not feeling good, like you're starting to get sick. So you can say, I'm a bit under the weather. That means I'm not feeling too good. I think maybe I'm getting a cold or maybe I'm getting sick. Maybe I'm starting to have some fever. So it's got nothing to do with depression, strangely enough. Let's see, another one. Oh, that's a good one. If I say maybe this is easy to understand. He's a fair weather friend. What does it mean? He's a fair weather friend, or she's a fair weather friend. What could I mean by this? I don't know if you have the equivalent in Italian. So I hope you don't have any fair weather friends. But fair weather friends are friends that are only with you for the good moments. As soon as things are bad, if you're not feeling well, if they need to help you, they're not there anymore. They're just there for the good days. Yeah. So they're not really good friends. Then this is a good one for these days. No, Katya. Yeah, that would be a moody person. A moody person changes the way they feel depending on the weather. Well, the weather, no. His mood, like how he feels, like today, now happy, now sad. But I don't know how you call a person whose mood changes depending on the weather. Some people are more influenced by the weather than others. So this expression, I think we need now to finish this lesson. Every cloud has a silver lining. What does it mean? Every cloud has a silver lining. Every cloud has a silver lining. So if we look at our situation now, for example, things seem very tragic and sad. But for every bad situation, there's always something good that comes out of it. So if we want to talk about a silver lining of the coronavirus, for example, we can say that now that everyone is at home, um, and there are no cars or very few cars in circulation, this is great for the environment and for pollution. So maybe the silver lining of the coronavirus is that it's helping the environment, the air and the water and the pollution. That's an example, yeah, of a silver lining. Okay, that's it for now. If you want to check out, yeah, you can see the bright side of something even when things are a bit sad or difficult. Yeah. Try to find something positive in a dark situation. So this is what I try to do, to find a silver lining, and even in this situation, because I'm an optimist. Okay, guys, that's it for tonight. I think your next focus for this level will be next week. Okay. Have a wonderful weekend. Try to relax, not worry about anything. And I shall see you next week for more lessons. Okay. Check out the website with the expressions. There are many nice ones. There are 15, I think. So a manageable amount. Bye-bye.